This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. My name is Tom Alexander, and returning to us are our returning champions, if you will, the Bozemans. It's Bradley and Nikki Bozeman, and we don't often have, we haven't yet had repeat guests, and here you guys are after a great showing last time and a lot of wonderful feedback we got from listeners. It's terrific to have you both back again.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Yeah, it is great to have you guys. And Bradley, I got to just kick it off here because as we record this, we're recording it just before your game in Cleveland against the Browns. The Ravens are 12-2. And of course, if you're hearing the Bozemans for the first time, maybe you might have missed the last show. Bradley's the starting left guard for the Baltimore Ravens. Wow, man, 12-2. And you guys are just plowing through the NFL, and you got the big game in Cleveland. When this launches on Monday, you will have played the game, so you very well may be 13-2. Talk a little bit, if you can just tell me a little bit about the level of excitement, not only in the city, but among the team and in the locker room.
This group is such a good group to play with, and we just go out and we have so much fun. It's not about we just try to go out and have fun and just do what we do and do what we're born to do. So it's just been so much fun in the locker room, the city, just all the excitement around everything, and just really excited to get back on the field on Sunday and see what we can do.
It's not just Baltimore. There's a buzz around the NFL about you guys. You really are laying down the law, so to speak. It's been a fun team to watch all season. Playoffs, you're there. It's happening. How do you get up for? Is there a difference in your mental makeup, or do you look at the playoffs as just another game? Do you prepare the same way, or mentally, how do you look at that?
We kind of, right now we're focused on Cleveland. We want to get the win against them and clinch the first seed. And but we prepare like we prepare for any game. It's it's another regular season game. We say it's just starting off a whole new season in playoff play. So you're always going against a really good opponent, and especially in the playoffs. So we go in game plan like we always do, and get ready to play ball. So
wonderful. Bradley and Nikki Bozeman and the Bozeman Foundation, if you step away for a second from all the excitement that's going on in Baltimore and with the Ravens, they're doing something equally awesome and exciting throughout the year, and that is with the foundation talking to students about bullying and what that means and how they help no matter where they are. You guys go different places in the country. Now, I realize, of course, that with the football season, coming to an end and then the postseason, that's your focus right now. But you still plan ahead, right? There's places where you're going to go, and talk a little bit about that, if you can share about that schedule.
Yeah, so we are, it's on our website, bradnickybozeman.com. You'll see, about our cross-country trip and all our specific stops, but we're going, I think our first stop is in Georgia. It's going to be the middle school that I actually went to, so we're kicking it off in
great.
Georgia.
Yeah.
So we're going, back home. We're going to go to Bradley's middle school as well, and we're going to make our way all the way across the southern, it's not really the coast, because we're going through Texas and New Mexico and all those places, and we're going all the way to L.A., and then we're going to go up to San Francisco, and then we're going to come all the way back, through Salt Lake City, through Denver, through Ohio, all those fun places. So we're going to just basically make a full loop from Baltimore. We're going to be gone for 6 weeks, and we're hopefully going to hit about 15 to 18 different schools in 15 to 18 different states.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of places to visit. when you go to the site, like you said, Nikki, you can look at the schedule and see, where you guys are coming to a school or a town or a city near you, right?
Correct. Yep. And there's also, you'll see all about our bios and our backgrounds and schools we've been to in Alabama and in Maryland and hopefully or about to be all over the country. So it's everything you'd want to know on there. There's also a place, I have to throw it in, to donate if you guys are so inclined. Obviously, it's not free to travel around the country. So we are hoping to, create scholarship funds to leave at these schools that we're visiting to help, whether they want to go to a science camp or a basketball camp. Or we really preach, find what you love and find what makes you happy and what makes you feel accomplished, and just run with it, regardless of what it is. Mine was basketball, Bradley's was football. So we really want to create a fund and a scholarship to allow kids to go and do whatever it is that they love and that they're passionate about.
Yeah, and right, exactly. And I remember last time we chatted, it was, you said that the whole bullying aspect, which both of you are no strangers to, you personally experience this. And so it's not just two people that are going out there and I mean, obviously helping people, but it's having lived through some of these encounters yourself, both of you, and you use sports to help break that cycle and grow from it and gain confidence. And Bradley, you mentioned that, it's not just sports, right? I mean, it can be music, it can be acting, it can be singing, it can be whatever it is. There's all kinds of areas where people can really gain confidence if they're part of a group, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's whatever you love, whatever you're passionate about. Like you said, it's music, it's art, it's whatever it may be. If it's hopscotch or jump rope, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just go at it full force and put all your passion and all your frustrations and everything you have into that, and let that be your driving force.
Yeah, I think when young people hear that from, first off, people who have experienced this themselves, and then they also see what the two of you have grown to accomplish in life as adults, it's just an awesome learning experience and inspiration to these kids. I think oftentimes what happens is the message might get lost with other people their own age saying something, whereas someone who's endured it and overcome really makes an incredible difference. What have you seen yourselves with young people on the road, on your tours?
So Bradley and I really started, I would say, I guess from a younger age. We, throughout college, playing on sports teams in college, we would go volunteer at the school. We would read to kids. We would go to the hospitals, and we would just see the impact that would have on kids' lives. So we've been doing this, I would say, volunteering in the community, I guess, for probably 7-8 years now, through college and to where we are now. So we do have kids that we have kept up with through the years. There is a boy that lives in Alabama that was a huge fan of Bradley's that we've kind of mentored through this whole bullying process, and he has blossomed out of it, and he's doing amazing in his he's on his JV team, I think. And so he used football as his outlet, similar to Bradley, but he really overcame that bullying and that kind of, I guess, cycle of life that just sucks. I mean, there's no other way to say it, but
yeah.
It's just hurtful. People are hurtful. And so, but he overcame that and blossomed, and he's an amazing boy. He's so sweet and cares about others. And so it's just really great to see him. And I talk to his mom all the time, and she'll send me pictures of, this is him playing, and this is him doing all these great things. And, just testament to talking about when we came and spoke to him, and he would come to the school and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
It's great to see stories like that on the other end. And we've had a lot of people message us through social media as well, and keeping up and kind of saying, hey, thank you so much. This helped me through X, Y, and Z or what have you. So there's been a lot of success stories thus far, and we aren't even at the surface, I feel like.
We're speaking with Nikki and Bradley Bozeman. The foundation that they have helps people with bullying. They tour the country. They go cross country and visit schools. We're going to talk a little bit more about everything they do. We're just going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the RV Advisor Podcast.
RV owners, it's no secret that those manufacturers' warranties just don't cut it. Get the peace of mind you deserve and step up to the RV Advisor Extended RV Warranty Plan. No covered claim is ever denied with low to no deductibles. To learn more, visit thervadvisor.com or call 833-229-0911. That's 833-229-0911. Back on the RV Advisor podcast, my name's Tom Alexander. Our guests are the Bozemans. That's Bradley and Nikki Bozeman, the Nikki Bozeman Foundation. They help people who are being bullied, young people, children, and folks who have challenges, and they go out themselves and talk to these kids. And guys, I got to tell you, both of you, it's just an amazing thing that you're doing. You've been doing it for some time. And give us the RV background. I know that there's the RV connects big to this whole endeavor. Tell me about how that works.
That's what I was just about to say, because if you thought traveling across the country was hard, think about scheduling RV campsites and figuring out what site your fifth wheel or travel trailer is going to fit in, going through the snow. So first I want to say follow us on social media. Our website is Brad, B-R-A-D, NikkiBozeman.com. And so you'll be able to see kind of our trials, I guess, and tribulations through our cross-country tour in an RV. And so I think it throws a little wrinkle in it because, like, staying in Denver in the middle of February in an RV or a fifth wheel is a little more challenging than, like, booking a hotel. It's just, it's a little different. So we're actually going to be kind of like documentary style, the whole thing. And we're going to we have a few great premier sponsors in the works, like Ford and everything, that are going to help us out with that. So we're going to basically document our whole trip, the good, the bad, the awesome, the snow, the blizzard. Hopefully we have none of those. But it'll also give people a great route because this is a cross-country route in 6 weeks, and it's all the campsites. It's all the cities. It's going to be like we're staying in Los Angeles in an RV. Like we're staying in San Francisco at a campsite across from the Golden Gate Bridge. So it's going to be amazing sights, amazing insight if this is something that you've longed to do cross country. So we're really excited about it. But follow us. You'll get to all of our social medias from our website, so you can follow us there. So it'll give you great insight. If this is something RV-wise you want to do, you'll see it all.
Yeah. Have you had any unexpected little snafus with the RV travel, breakdowns or anything? Or it's like, oh, man, I can't believe this is happening. Have you anything to report?
We live in a fifth wheel full time.
Yeah.
We live in Baltimore, Maryland, and our furnace has been out for 2 months, so that's fun. And yeah, it was like 14 the other night. Yeah. So we ended up using just like space heaters because it wasn't really that cold. And then that night, 3 days ago, when it was like 14 degrees, we're like, okay, we should probably call a tech. So we called a tech, and he came out. We currently live in a 2019 Keystone Cougar. And so it has the in-command system. And fun fact, if you get an in-command system, if for some reason like you run out of propane or you the system like shuts itself off or something, it's all digital, so it locks itself out, and so you can't use the furnace again until you unlock it. Oh. So we had to go into like system reset, and then you reset the floor plan, and then set the floor plan again, and then voila, it works. But the tech is like, oh, yeah, you just do this and that. I'm like, okay, you're speaking a foreign language.
Man, that's got to be a little bit rough. You get a 14-degree night. Having grown up in Pennsylvania, I mean, we're in South Florida now, but I know exactly what those bone-chilling nights are like. And you know what? As great as technology is, when it locks you out, you long for the days of just being able to just do it the old-fashioned way, right?
Well, that's what I said. The tech was working on, and he was amazing, and he was super smart and called in command, and they helped him. But, like, we're looking at each other like, why don't you just have a reset switch? Like, just build a switch, you know, like, don't put all this computer technology crap that doesn't work. So it was a little frustrating, but, you know, once it's fixed, you're thankful for it.
Yeah.
But when it's, like, broken and no one can help you, like, we had friends that have had RVs for 30 years come over. They're like, I don't know how to work this thing. And then we've had, like, people from all over where we live come over, and they basically are like, yeah, we have no idea. So then we finally called the tech, and he figured it out in under an hour, but still.
Yeah. Well, Bradley, I would imagine, you know, I know that you've played in bone-chilling temperatures before in your football career, but I would guess that, you know, because you're moving around, at least you get the blood circulating and, you know, you're focused on a task. But when you're just sitting around and it's that cold, that's got to be a big difference, right?
Yeah, for sure. So on the field, you know, it's no big deal, but you know, you're running around, you're doing you know, doing your job, doing what you're supposed to do, and then you come to the sideline and they have propane heaters and heated benches and big jackets. I mean, they have everything, so it's fine. It's whenever you get stuck in the middle where it's a TV timeout and the offense is on the field and we're just sitting around just shivering because it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
And we have on like spandex and short sleeve shirts. So.
Yeah. It's funny you say the TV timeout. I recently went with my son to a pro game here in Miami, and you know, I guess he had forgotten about the TV timeouts, and he said, why are they just standing around? What's taking so long? What's the deal? I said, it's a TV timeout. Oh, TV timeout. You know, when you're home watching a game, you don't even think about it, right? But, you know, sometimes when you're at the game itself, it's like, geez, what the heck? But I can imagine, man, you got to be like freezing out there. What's the coldest, you remember the coldest game you played in the pros?
I think 22 is the coldest that I've experienced so far. That was last year, I believe, against Cleveland.
Yeah.
So
well, that's certainly cold, but that's not like epic cold. Like, you know, when you get up in Green Bay in January and it's like 15 below, right? I mean, that's like you hear those stories and you just want to tunnel under. That's just, you know, nasty. But
right.
But one more time, folks, just want to share again, Nikki, if you want to just, you know, let us know where folks can go and look at the schedule and see where you guys are coming next.
The website is Brad, B-R-A-D, Nikki, N-I-K-K-I, Bozeman, BOZEMAN.com. And on there, you'll find our tour route. You'll find a place to donate. You'll find our social media, which you should follow us on to like see all of our craziness for our cross country in a camper. And you'll find everything about us you'd ever want to know. So from our website, BradNikkiBozeman.com.
Terrific. Well, guys, thanks again so much for coming back on with us. We love having you. Again, you're our first repeat guests, so it was really terrific to catch up again and hear about all the great stuff you guys are doing. Bradley, I'll say this, good luck in the game on Sunday, but by the time this airs, it'll be Monday, so you very well may be 13-2. And to both of you, have a great holiday season and a very happy New Year.
Yeah, you also.
Our guests were Bradley and Nikki Bozeman. They joined us today right here on the RV Advisor podcast. My name is Tom Alexander. Thanks for listening. So long, everybody.
You've been listening to the RV Advisor podcast with Tom Alexander. This podcast is produced in association with Studio Alpha and Alexander Productions in Miami. Visit thervadvisor.com for more.